It's Saturday morning in Washington, D.C., and at Nellie's Sports Bar, a drag brunch is in full swing. Once a fixture of the gay community, drag brunch now draws crowds far beyond it.
Drag brunch is pretty much everywhere, not as gay as it used to be.
I'm speaking with Erik Piepenburg, author of Dining Out, about the evolution of queer restaurants in American life.
Every drag brunch that I went to for this book, for the most part, was mostly straight people, mostly straight women, which is fantastic. Because you know what that means? Drag queens are getting jobs and tips. Restaurants are making money. But when you lose sort of that gayness of a drag brunch, is it gay anymore? I don't know.
Can you define what a gay restaurant is?
To me, a gay restaurant isn't so much about there being a gay chef or about being a gay owner. To me, a gay restaurant is a place when I open the door and I look around, are my people there?
And not just in D.C. There's Hags, a fine dining restaurant in New York's East Village, Orphan Andy's, a 24-hour diner in San Francisco, and the Napoli's Bar and Grill in Green Bay, Wisconsin, which hosts a monthly mixer for trans people.
Who come and just for this one night can be themselves in the safe space with other trans people over a giant basket of crispy cheese curds. It just reminds you that you don't have to live in a big city to experience the joys of a gay restaurant.
And then there's Annie's Paramount Steakhouse, one of the oldest gay restaurants in the U.S.
So he's a home away from home. He's not a restaurant.
Tell me about that restaurant and what it means to you.
Annie's Paramount Steakhouse in DuPont Circle in Washington is what I call a legacy gay restaurant. And that means a restaurant that has been around for decades that really hasn't changed all that much.
When you walk in, it's almost like Cheers. Everybody greets you. And in a trendy city where things change all the time, Annie's is very consistent. And also our drinks are really strong.
It was opened by George's grandfather in the late 1940s. His sister Annie was a larger-than-life character known for her warm embrace of the LGBTQ community.
Annie herself very sort of famously told a couple who she saw holding hands underneath the table because they were scared to do it on top of the table. She said, not here. Here you are welcome to hold hands on the table. And I just love that story so much.
Annie's became a refuge during the 1950s lavender scare when gay people were fired from the government, and it became a memorial space during the AIDS epidemic. A longtime bartender says there's been some change at Annie's over the years.
Back in the day, you would see a straight couple come in and they usually would just turn around and get back out. And it's not like that at all anymore. It's just so accepting and so diverse.
But even as more straight Americans attend drag brunches or dine at LGBTQ-friendly places, Piepenburg says gay restaurants won't disappear.
I think the thing that I learned about gay restaurants is that there is still a thirst for them. They may not be there in the numbers that the community once had, but I think there is such a thirst for what Gen Z would call third spaces. These places that aren't bars, that aren't the workplace. There's these other types of gay environments where you can go and you could read a book, or you could have a date, you could have a conversation, you could mobilize. And I think there's a thirst for that to continue, and I think that's really never going to go away.